let's take a look at stem and leaf plots. Stem and leaf plots are going to have the stem, which is on the right side, and the leaves are going to take part on the right side. What we need to know is that the key shows us how to read the diagram. So if you'll look, right here is our key. The 2 on the left with the 5 on the right means 25. So let's take a look what number 17 asked. It says, what is the range of the data listed in graph H? Looking at the graph to the left, I see my highest tens place over here. These are my tens. Starts with the number 5. If you'll notice, the ones are 0. This does not mean 500. It means 50 and 50. With that said, my highest number is the number 50. The smallest number I have is up at the top. The tens place is a 0, but the ones place is a 6. That means the 6 is recorded as 06, but we'll just write it as the number 6. When finding the range, remember that's my highest minus my smallest. 50 minus 6 gives me 44. This next one's pretty tough. It says find the median of the data in graph H. This is really important that we understand that trick from earlier when finding the median. What we're going to do is we're going to count and find the total for how many numbers so that we don't have to write everything out. If you'll notice, I have a total of 31 numbers. The way I found that out is I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and so on for the rest of this graph. Using the number 31 to find the one in the middle, 31 minus the one in the middle gives me 30. If I divide 30 into 2 even parts, that means I should have 15 numbers in front and then the median, and 15 numbers after that. Remember, this M is standing for my word median. With that said, let's count and find the 15th number, and then after that will be number 16. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. The next number is 16. It is this 4 right here. That means if I look at the tens place is a 2, and the ones place is a 4, that gives me the number 24. Now, looking at our last question for this graph, it says, what is the mode of the stem and leaf plot? If you'll remember, mode means which number occurs the most. Looking at our graph, do you see a number that in the ones place of the same row, that number occurs multiple times? First, looking at the zeros place, I see 6, 7, 8, so no numbers are repeated. In the ones as the tens, I see the numbers 0, 2, 3, 4, 7, 7, 7, 8, 9. Those 7s are repeated 3 times. I'm going to go ahead and underline that so I don't lose that information. Now, looking for any more numbers that are repeated 3 or more times, I don't see anything. So my answer for number 19 is 17. On to number 20. 20 says, what is the range of data in brand A? If you'll notice, this stem and leaf plot is extra special because we're going to use the same tens place in the middle and ones take place on the left and the right. The way we're going to compare this is for brand A. If there's a 4 on the left and 1 on the right, it actually means 14. where brand B has a 3 on the left and a 2 on the right, and that means 32. This is a really tricky graph, but they're trying to show you information and compare them. For number 20, let's go ahead and mark that all this is brand A, where all this is brand B. Remember, the very center of this graph is the stem. So this is the tens place, just like it was right here in the graph before. Looking at this, again, what is the range for brand A? So I only want to focus on this information. The number that is the biggest number has a 1 on the left and a 6 on the right. Remember, that really means I have the number 61. 61 is my biggest number for brand A. My smallest number for brand A has a 0 on the right, but on the left I have the number 5. That means I'm doing 61 minus 5 gives me 56. Question 22 says, what is the median of brand B? In order to answer this question, I need to see how many numbers are in brand B. Let's go ahead and count those. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. I have a total of 19 numbers. Remember, we want one number in the middle. If I do 19 minus my median, that gives me 18. Dividing 18 by 2, I realize there are 9 on each side. Let's go ahead and count this. I should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Remember, the next number after that 9 is my median, and it's this 2 right here. The 2 is on the left and the 2 is on the right, meaning the median is 22. Our last question, 22, says, what is the difference between the greatest value of brand B and brand A? If you'll notice, here is my biggest number for brand B, where this is my biggest number for brand A. Let's compare the two. For brand B, the number is 75, and brand A, the number is 61. 75 minus 61 is a total of 14.